Alison Chester. I'm a 7-year cancer survivor.
My name is Lynn Moners. I'm a 7-year breast cancer survivor.
I'm Leslie Ann Morris. I'm a 10-year breast cancer survivor.
Bibiana Sinclair, I'm a 7-year survivor.
In recognition of World Cancer Day observed earlier this week on February 4th, these 4 breast cancer survivors are sharing their stories of survival. Here they speak of that moment when everything changed on receiving their diagnosis.
When I got the message, I asked the doctor, so what's the next step? And she asked me, have you processed what I've just told you? I said yes, because I was already preparing myself that it could either be, when I felt the lump, I said it could either be malignant or it's benign. Whichever it is, we'll deal with it. And so I didn't think it was a death sentence, and I still feel it's not a death sentence.
For me, it was the same. Dr. Remy was the one who found my cancer, and I was saying to her, okay, so what do we do now? And she also wanted me to process the information. She thought I probably didn't understand. We weren't expecting it to be stage 3 as well, so the advice was for me to leave St. Lucia and go to the US, and that's where I had my treatment done, chemotherapy, radiation, and a radical mastectomy.
These two ladies are a lot braver than I, but when I found out, I think I belonged, not I think, I actually belonged Dr. Remy's office. I think all the patients outside with me at Tapio because it was a shock. I knew something was wrong. I definitely knew something was wrong with me, but I never thought it was cancer. So that was really something else for me. But I didn't take long. Crying was over. Like Lynn, I was really advanced, very advanced. So I didn't do anything here. Same radical mastectomy, chemo, radiation, everything was done overseas. And I'm still here, still standing.
For me, when I went to my gynecologist, although I had been going to him for a little while, but he still would not accept that that was what I was thinking. And then I couldn't take it again, and I said, no, let me go back. I went back. I had an ultrasound done, and then when I brought the result to him, then he said to me, go to Dr. Remy. Okay? And then when I went to Dr. Remy, then she decided, okay, I will redo the ultrasound and see what is there. I had a lumpectomy done, and then with the biopsy being confirmed, the breast was taken off.
Experiencing a life-threatening illness affects more than a patient's physical health. The emotional stress, uncertainty, and physical pain can all take a toll on an individual's mental health. This is especially true for cancer patients. From processing the news of a cancer diagnosis to navigating the plan of care, it is important for cancer patients to focus on both the body and the mind. Although this can be challenging, the women have emphasized that support from loved ones is vital in battling the illness and in the recovery process after overcoming cancer.
It is not a journey that we should do on our own. This affects us mentally. It's draining every part of it. I mean, physically, we get in some serious licks with the treatments we have to go to. But you see the moral, the emotional, and the physical support. If you have a partner, if you have a husband, wife, kids, family, that back end support is necessary. They aren't walking, and they can never walk in our shoes. Nobody can walk in our shoes. But to know that somebody is there.
I had a fantastic family support. I still have that support. And even though I had a lot of friends checking up on me, as I am now supposedly in remission and I seem to be looking good and I seem to be looking all right, nobody no longer checks up on you because they figure, oh, you're okay. I am not. I might be looking physically okay, but I'm not.
The cancer survivors have emphasized the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle to potentially lower the risk of cancer. However, they acknowledge that despite these efforts, a diagnosis can still occur, although living healthily may provide a better fighting chance.
I think the age needs to be looked at, the one that they recommend you for testing. Because even when I did my biopsy with Dr. Remy and I went for my ultrasound, at Tapio, the guy was like, oh, why are you here? I was 28 at the time. So I think it's important for us to do our test every year. But even then, for me, it was not recommended I do a mammogram. I had a son and I breastfed for a very long time. I don't drink and I don't smoke. So it was a shock to find out that I had cancer.
Survivorship, according to the four, means taking charge, understanding what you have to do to take care of yourself, and working with your doctors as a team.
I think it's best to have somebody to talk with, and then, well, okay, I need to go to so-and-so, have a conversation with the individual or with persons who have gone through it, let them advise you. So at least you would know what to do.
The four women are members of the Pillars of Hope, a cancer support group of the St. Lucia Cancer Society. All individuals with a history of any type of cancer from the moment of diagnosis are invited to join. For the DBS News World, Zane Romulus reported.